and welcome back to Kaythebookworm. I am Kay, and in today's video I'll be introducing you guys to me in Booksnbullshit's first ever read and watch marathon. So stay tuned. Hey guys, and welcome back to Kaythebookworm. I am Kay, and in today's video I'll be introducing you guys to me in Booksnbullshit's first ever read and watch marathon. So stay tuned. So me and Tiffany, aka Booksnbullshit, we decided to do something totally different for the month of February. We are avid lovers and active readers of Black romance books, so we decided why not, combine what we love to read and what we love to watch together. So that's where the Black Romance 2021 Read and Watch-A-Thon came about. So we have 7 prompts, 7 reading prompts, 7 movie prompts. And for my video, I'm going to give you my recommendations of the books that I choose to read, as well as the movies. And if you want to know what Tiffany's recommendations are, make sure you go to her Instagram, which is Booksnbullshit, which I'll have in the comments below, to find out her recommendations. So let's get started. So the first one is the erotica romance. Read something steamy. Sorry if you hear noise in the background. I live in a loud house. For that one, I decided to do Uncovered Truths, novella, which is by Alexandria Warren. I've already read this book before. I'm going to read it again because I just love Kendra and Easton. I told her in my video, when I interviewed her, that if I could have a dude like Easton that knows what he wants, I'm here for it. It tells the story of Kendra and Easton. Kendra is a 40-year-old divorced woman who feels as if love is never going to come her way until she meets a 23-year-old Easton who was a newbie at her firm. And they kind of have like a little fun play, a little fun banter, blah, 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 blah. But Easton realizes he wants more from Kendra. But at the same time, Kendra wasn't ready to give her hideout, so she decides to transfer jobs and hasn't seen Easton since, until they run into each other at Target, and Easton basically kind of like persuades her to come to a Super Bowl party that he's hosting. But when Kendra gets there, Kendra realizes that she's the only one there because of a snowstorm that is approaching, and since Easton will not let Kendra leave, they're stuck in the house together until the snow basically kind of melts. And during the scenes that they're in, you get to find out exactly what happened to them and why they broke up, as well as if they get back together or not. Very, very steamy. The scenes in this book, freaking amazing. And I'm actually going to put this as my erotica and my romance novella, because we do have that one in there too. So Uncovered Truths by Alexandria Warren is my recommendation for those two. The next one is a contemporary, and this one I decided to go with The Sweet Spot, a Maple Hill story by Tay Monet. I won this as a giveaway prize when she did a contest on her Tay Babes Facebook fan page, and I got the book, and I also got a mug that also says The Sweet Spot that came with it. So yeah, I just put this in my book because I thought it was really cute. This tells the story. This is also a friends to lover story as well, so I'm gonna read the synopsis. It says, while trying to balance her family bakery, losing her mother, and learning a few secrets is a lot for anyone, Amira was walking with a weight of the world on her shoulders. Trying to gain control of her life again seemed impossible, but falling in love with her best friend might be what the doctor ordered. Knowing what it's like to lose his parents and feel lost, Khalil promises Amara to stay by her side and help her through the pain. What he wasn't expecting was his feelings for her to grow stronger, as well as their bond. They say once one door closes, another one opens, and Amara and Khalil are about to find out just how right that is. So I thought it was really cute. Like I said, even the cover is giving me Valentine's Day theme, because when you think of Valentine's Day, you automatically think of cupcakes and strawberries. Well, for me, when I think of Valentine's Day, I think of sweets, and I also think of strawberries, even though I am allergic to strawberries. But it has a combination of, it looked like a strawberry cupcake on here. So why not? So this is going to be my contemporary book for my contemporary prompt. The next one is a fake romance. find like a fake romance that kind of falls in love. And I've already read this book, but at the same time, this book is also as an honorable mention on my top 10 2020. And this is Make a Scene by Mimi Grace. So this tells the story of Retta Majors, who is the owner of a bakery as well. And she realizes that her cousin is going to be marrying her ex-boyfriend. And although she doesn't want to go to the wedding, she is getting basically a lot of pressure from her mother as well as her aunts to attend. But she doesn't want to go by herself. Enter Duncan, who is a new owner of a boxing gym that is on the same street as Retta's bakery. And they kind of go back and forth, tit for tat, for a parking spot, because the parking spot that they want is close. It's kind of in between, but it's in between of the boxing as well as the bakery. So Retta basically says, you know what? You want the parking spot? Bet I'll give you the parking spot if you pretend to be my boyfriend for the wedding weekend. And he nods his will, agrees. And you know what happens when two people who don't really know each other kind of, get to know each other, pretend to be in a fake romance. Sex is involved as well as feelings. That's all I'm going to give you. Don't want to ruin it. But yeah, so definitely a great movie, a great book. I do see this, like I said before, every time I think about this book, I think of Lifetime. I don't know why I do, but I do, because it's just a very, very fuzzy, warm feeling book that, if you watch Lifetime movies, especially during like holidays, like especially Christmas and Valentine's Day, they always give you the lovey-dovey. So yeah, definitely a great one. And so this is going to be my fake prompt for my fake romance. The next one is a romance novella, and like I said before, I'm going to be doing Uncovered Truths, but the one after that is a holiday romance. And for holiday, I decided to go with A Tale of Two Cities, a holiday novella collection also by Alexandria Warren. So this book, I've already read all five books on my Kindle, but I decided to get the actual collection because I just love going back to reading them. She has a Halloween, she has a Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and Valentine's Day one. So I'm going to do the Valentine's Day one for this one. The Valentine's Day one is also her first novella that she wrote, but she kind of stopped, rewrote the other four, and they came back. So the Valentine's Day one is definitely the longest one out of all of them, and it tells a story of Brooklyn and Austin. Brooklyn is an aspiring tattoo artist. Austin is a basketball player that plays in Miami. Austin is also recognized in If Only for the Summer, which is another book by her. And basically, Brooklyn kind of goes on a dare to DM him on Instagram, and thinking nothing of it. And then Austin basically writes her back and kind of asks her to come to Miami for the weekend, which is also All-Star Weekend, and she accepts it. She accepts it, and then it kind of goes on from there. So definitely a great Valentine's Day romance, because you get to see how Austin kind of knows that he wants Brooklyn, but at the same time, Brooklyn was just like, I'm just going for fun, didn't expect to fall in love. So I definitely do plan to read this book again. So yeah, so another good thing I like about this book is that, like I said, each story has characters from previous stories. So even though this is a novella, like some of the characters have their own standalone books too. So I honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I read Valentine's Day one, I think 2-3 nights ago. And because of two characters that I wanted to read, I got back and read the book that the characters were mentioning, and that book alone was amazing. So yeah, so this would be my holiday romance book. And we have one for international romance. That one, honestly, for me and her, were kind of the hardest to find a book for. I did find a book that does recommend that for Melanin Shades page. I can't remember the name of the book. Really honestly can't even name the name of the author. But once I find it, I'll put it right here. Like I said, I don't know what it's about. All I know is said something with flying in it, and something with international. I think the title had something international in it, and I was just like, Tiffany, look, this is the book that I think we're going to pick, and we decided to go with that. So that's for international. And then the last one that is for Read-A-Thon is The Ultimate Book Boo. And for this one, easy peasy lemon squeezy, I'm going to go with The Cartel, which has Mr. Carter Jones in it. I am a huge Carter Jones fan. R.I.P. because he does die. Don't know. I'm not gonna say which book he dies in, but he does die. But just the way Ashley just comes up with these book boos, it's just but Carter has my heart. Carter is my first ultimate book boo ever. Like I said, Cartel was the first official book that I got into when it came to Ashley and Jaquavis. If you guys don't know what it is about, Carter Jones is the first son of Carter Diamond, and Carter Jones lives in Flint, Michigan. Carter Diamond lives in Miami. And Carter Diamond, his father dies, and he gets a letter from his father's wife basically saying, I know all about you. I've known about you since you was born. Your father did pass away, but I would like it if you come to the funeral. He comes to the funeral. He meets his other 3 siblings, even though one of them is kind of like on the edge of it, but he takes his father's shoes because since he's the oldest, and he takes over his father's organization. While he is at a casino, he meets and falls in love with Miss Mia Moore Matthews, who is one of the biggest henchwomen over the murder mamas, who basically are silent assassins. And they kind of fall in love, but when Mia Moore's older sister gets killed by one of Carter's younger brothers, Mia Moore is basically only there for revenge, getting close to Carter for revenge, but then she falls in love with Carter, and you see a lot of twists and turns that follows with 6 other books, as well as a spin-off, and well as a spin-off. So yeah, a lot of drama, but book 1 will always forever be my freaking favorite because of just the beach. There's a beach scene in this book, and that scene alone just that kind of made me fall in love with Carter even more. So yeah, so this is definitely my ultimate book boo, and those are the 7 prompts for the readathon. For the Watch-A-Thon, we also have 7 kind of my notebook. So we have rom-com, friends to lovers, enemies to lovers, sports romance, strangers to lovers, sugar mama / sugar daddy, and classic romance. So for the rom-com, I have a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a huge fan. But if I had to choose, I'm probably going to do Brown Sugar. Brown Sugar is also a friend to lovers, so I'll probably go do 2 in 1. So I love Brown Sugar. That is my movie. That is like my freaking movie ever. I know all the words to that movie. It's definitely a romance type music feel by Tay Diggs and Sanaa Lathan. For Enemies to Lover, I really don't. I'm probably gonna go with Deliverance from Eva with LL Cool J and Gabrielle Union, because their first date kind of is a little bit enemy, and then they kind of fall in love. So I might do that one for that one. Sports romance, I'm gonna do Just Right with Queen Latifah and Common. Strangers to Lovers, I'm gonna go ahead and just do Love Jones with Nia Long and Lawrence Tate. Sugar mama / sugar daddy is an automatic. When I think of sugar mama, I think of How Stella Got Her Groove Back with Tay Diggs and Angela Bassett, because I think Tay Diggs was like 2021 in that movie during the time. I think his character was like 2021, and Angela Bassett character was like in her 40s, so automatic, when I think of that. And in classic romance, I might have to go with, even though I know it's problematic now, probably gonna go with Love and Basketball. Love and Basketball definitely is a classic romance, and even though I know right now it's probably problematic, I'm probably going to go with that one as well. So yeah, so those are, like I said, sorry if you hear my loud ass daddy. He's freaking loud. He doesn't know I'm recording, but I'm not recording this again. So yeah, so those are the ones that I do plans to do for the Watch-A-Thon. So like I said, if you wanted to know Tiffany recommendations, make sure you follow her on her Instagram, which is Booksnbullshit, as well as her Twitter, which is Booksnbullshit as well. I'll leave both in the comments below. Follow me on Kaythebookworm, which is Kaythebookworm_ on Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, guys, until next time, have faith, have confidence, love you, always be you, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.